You know, it's crazy. It took us so long to get a name for this shit.
It definitely took us a long time to come up with a name.
But I feel like mindset over money is perfect because people got to understand like the mind is way more important than the money because I can give you $1 million.
If you don't have the mindset, you're gonna lose it anyway.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So I feel like mindset over money went crazy, man. This shit is actually going bigger than expected.
It's going crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it, bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like we have both been through a lot in life, and money is a lot, but it's not everything.
It's not
you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people will see us in the positions we're in and don't think we go through real life shit just like everybody else. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do feel like it's a detachment with being human just because of the fact that we have finances. I feel like people don't understand like it's the same 24 hours in our life. It's nothing different.
Yeah, it kind of makes us like people try to make us like we're no longer human just because we have money or a bunch of followers on Instagram. But truth is, I shit just like you do.
Exactly.
I'm no different than nobody else.
I go through relationship problems. I go through family problems.
I go through personal problems.
Shit, my tires just popped just like you. So it's like, how can you say we're any different? But I feel like, again, it is like a detachment, which is why I want people to kind of understand, like, the money doesn't change necessarily what you have going on. If anything, it amplifies it. It's just you being able to have the finance to deal with certain things that makes, you get what I'm saying, things seem different.
Yeah, money just allows you to be who you really are.
Definitely.
I said it all the time. You got to think somebody may want to be a tiger. You get the money, shit. Now you a tiger.
You could be a tiger, yeah. Because motherfuckers be
want.
saying money is the root of all evil. I wouldn't say that's necessarily true because with certain finances, if you're a good person, you will substantially change the lives around you. But if you're a fuck nigga, you're just gonna be like a super fuck nigga when you get bread, bro.
Because people don't see you when you don't have money. Because I remember the times where I didn't have money, how I was treated, and that's why I always try to motivate people to get money because I know how I get treated when I don't have it. You got to think. When I pull up, or even you pull up in your Corvette, or I pull up in my AMG, people gonna treat me completely different than if I pull up in a Honda. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And that's just the way of the land, I feel. And it's kind of weird, but it's like, make sure you get money because people will treat you very weird. But life is what it is. But my biggest thing right now is relationships. Trying to navigate being 25 and I feel like 25 is a weird spot because it's like, okay, I'm not wrong to go both ways. Like I'm still at the age where I can be outside and deal with a lot of women. I can have a bunch of hoes.
But you're starting to like consider settling.
Exactly. But it's like, but then there's another side, like you're questioning in your head, should I be settling right now? Or do I have a bunch of women right now? Do I still enjoy my 20s? Or do I be a hoe? Or do I settle down and start a family? Because it's an everyday battle, I feel. And that's been fucking me up.
I feel like it's conflicting too, just because like in our generation, like it's not like how it was maybe in like the 60s to like you know what I'm saying, like the early 90s. Like I feel like people were still like being able to experience real love, and now it's kind of more so getting to a space of like, what can I gain from this person? You get what I'm saying, materialistic wise. It's not really more so people dating each other because it's like
transactional.
It's transactional, bro. People are not dating because I actually like this person.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
I feel like all the love is transactional, bro. Because it's like, nah, I will do this if you do this.
So considering you think things are all transactional, I wanted to say, like, Twin, do you feel like a man should always pay and be like a provider?
No. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, granted, it based on your relationship. Whatever you and your partner work out is fine, but I feel like no. Because you got to think, after I pay for something 20 times, in my head, it's like, yeah, I paid for something so much. I would like to feel the reciprocation. Definitely. I want to feel, her paying the bill. We go out to dinner. I think a lot of women don't understand just because a man is rich doesn't mean that he don't want the bill paid for. Exactly. Like if you go out, you got to think, a motherfucker can buy me Chick-fil-A and I'll be like, damn, you made my day, because that does not happen.
And that's I feel more normal. Inclined to do something when it's like a mutual benefit. Exactly. I feel like nowadays, like we still do have good women out there that will, you get what I'm saying? Like, they will take a bill every once in a while. Every once in a while, they will do it. And me personally, like as a male, I want to provide. You get what I'm saying? But I don't feel like it should be a situation where it's forced. Nowadays, we're encountering a lot of women that want everything with nothing in return. Yep. And we spoke on that before. But again, I do feel like it's good women out there. It's just it's hard to find. It's like a needle in a haystack right now.
It is. And the thing is, though, women got to understand, even if because women are very smart. Even if you want to finesse a nigga and get what you want out of him, I'm going to tell you the easiest play to finesse. You can finesse me. If you got to think, if I buy you something, now you go reciprocate, you can spend less money on me, but you reciprocated the energy. So now in my head, it's like, oh, she did something for me. Okay, now I feel more. She deserves it. But a lot of women not even taking the game of, all right, he spent this on me. If a nigga send you $1,000, go spend $200 on him. Take $200 of that and spend it back on him. Because he don't feel like, damn, she reciprocated the energy. You don't have to go as hard as I did. I don't want you to go hard as I did, but do something. So I feel like you're not doing nothing at all for me. Then I'm gonna feel like, all right, you're draining me now, and I feel like you're using me. Because having money, it's really easy to feel like I'm being used. Because I've been used, and I know you have too.
Definitely.
So how do you navigate being used, and if somebody genuinely fucking with you, how can you tell?
I feel like nowadays, bro, it's like the shit I seen on TV. Like, you damn near have to be the rich nigga pulling up in some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Or you need to, like, if you got money, the first date shouldn't be taking a female to a steakhouse because you set your standard. You get what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays you need to be able to really pick a female's brain. Take her on a walk, twin.
Yeah.
Go to the park, because now when you're doing something that doesn't involve any type of finances, you're able to actually see if there's some type of mutual, you get what I'm saying, bond, and y'all are not building it off of finance. Y'all are building it off of actually compatibility. So nowadays people are not necessarily going on regular dates and doing regular things. Your first date, you're trying to show her everything in your pocket, and now that you led with your pocket, you're gonna have to end with your pocket.
Maintain that.
So I went through a situation where I could say, like, again, bro, like, if you taking a female on your first date at the Cancun gang, your standard now is traveling every time she expects to go somewhere. If you take her on the first date and y'all go to the most luxurious place, now when you take her to some regular,
it's
it's downgrading. So I feel like, again, if you're a male and you're like really seeking like a genuine relationship with a person, you should be trying to figure out different ways to get to know a person without having to come out of pocket.
And you know, it's crazy, bro. Now that you say that, I was that person at one time. I remember my first date I did with a girl. I took her to Puerto Rico, and I had just met her that day on Instagram. And the shit was so crazy. I remember it. She's actually married now. She's real holy.
That's insane.
I'll actually drop. Her name's Oriana, you know her?
It sounds very familiar.
Ori, a beautiful, beautiful girl. Super. She changed her whole life, because it's like I met her on Instagram. It's a blessing. Like, I'm very proud of her, but at the same time, when we met, I met her on Instagram. I think we talked that day for real. And originally, I was supposed to be going to Puerto Rico with Tony. Obey Tony, my best friend.
Most definitely.
I was supposed to be going to Puerto Rico with her, but last minute she couldn't come, so I canceled her ticket. And me and Ori had just started talking. I was like, "Fuck, you want to come to Puerto Rico today?" Boom, we came to Puerto Rico, enjoyed our time.
So after setting the standard that high, like, how did that transition though? Like,
I think I was a fuck nigga at the time, bro. So it wasn't like it wasn't no transpiring. It was kind of like
transparent though.
Yeah, and she's married now, so I'm gonna respect her marriage, but at the same time, it's like the things we did. After that, it was like, I really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't, and then there's been times too where first date, I'm taking them on steak houses. I'm spending $600-700. And it was a time where I was going out just to pop it. Like, and as a man, it's an ego thing for us. It's not even about the woman. It's not even that. It's not about you. I'm just trying to feel my ego. I just want to, like, if you tell me or give me a sign that you ain't did this shit before, I'm enjoying it. Like, men gonna go after women. I think that's why a lot of men go for younger women. It's just because they haven't experienced as much. Maybe she ain't ever rode in the AMG. Maybe she never did this.
They're easier to manipulate. And I feel like now, like, we're living definitely in like the manipulation side of things. Like, a lot of males do like to manipulate women. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, it's also crazy too, because we can't even necessarily blame women for chasing finance when the tricking is being like pushed at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, that's the standard. That's just what's going on. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't feel like manipulation is a bad thing.
So with what we just said, do you feel like 50-50 is still like a thing in a relationship? Like, is that possible, bro?
Hold that. Yes. All right, hold that. When I said the manipulation is not a bad thing, and I say, you got to think, when it comes to sales, anytime you were ever persuaded to buy anything, that was manipulation. You still chose to do it. So in that, I feel like it's not the manipulating, because me as a man, I have to kind of manipulate you to want to be with me. I got to give you reasons on why you should fuck me. Give you reasons on why you should give me your time. Reasons on why you should give me X, Y, and Z. And I might be pump faking just to get what I want, but it's manipulation, and you went for it. But the 50-50 rule, throw this shit out. Fuck wrong with this shit, bro.
Oh my God. But most definitely.
Anyway, it's like the 50-50 shit, bro. I hate that conversation, but it needs to be 50-50. And it doesn't have to be 50-50 in the sense of finance. 50-50 is more than finances. If I'm paying all the bills, I'm not cleaning shit. But I'm gonna be very honest. Because that goes into the fact which, like we talked about earlier, a woman pick up the bills sometimes. That goes the same way. Sometimes I will clean. Exactly. Sometimes I will do the laundry.
It just has to be equal value. I feel like the reciprocation of, like, you get what I'm saying, what y'all do for each other has to balance out. It's like, okay, cool. If you are going to expect me to pay all the bills, I don't see no reason why you should be able to lay in bed. I don't need a cleaner. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't need a cook. If you're a house mom per se, you get what I'm saying? Like, what am I
What am I gaining
what
from
am I
this?
exactly?
And you know, it makes it even worse when we're at levels that we are at, because it's kind of like, you got to think, a nigga can have a housewife and be making $100,000 a year, and the woman just stay at home, and you know what I'm saying, he ain't maybe they go on 1-2 trips a year, but the positions we in, it might be a trip today, a trip tomorrow. You and Chanel, it's like, baby, I can spend a whole lot of money on you, and now I'm getting cooking and cleaning, nagging, and the same pussy all the time. I don't know, man.
And I feel like it's funny too, because like a lot of women now, like, I'm not necessarily gonna justify cheating. No male should cheat if you really are entitled to that person. Nobody's entitled, but I mean, if you feel like
You're indebted to them.
Exactly. But I feel like it's weird, because how am I indebted if it's nothing being given?
Exactly.
So it's a situation where nowadays, like I said, bro, women are mad because males choose multiple women, but when you have no value being brought to the table, and again, there are women out there with it, but the average women, again, you want to lay in the bed, but you want to go Chanel shopping. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to clean, but you want me to take you out to the finest of dining, like, and it's like, okay, so if I'm doing all of these things, and I come home, I'm tired, there ain't nothing on the table, I can't get my clothes taken on my back and washed.
Yep. A
Shit's
massage
dirty.
every night.
What the fuck am I doing this for?
Yeah, it's like I'm what am I investing all my time for? Because you got to think, even me being single as a man, even if a lot of women, because women always bring up, well, those hoes only want you because you got money, and I only want them because she look good. So we both, it's transactional, and I understand that. So I'd rather have a transactional relationship with a bitch that I'm not with, excuse my language, than a motherfucker I'm in a relationship with. If I'm in a relationship with you, it should not feel transactional. If that's the case, I got 6 hoes I can be transactional with. Plus, and they want less.
I don't think people understand like the whole meaning of like relationship. Like, a ship is meant to take you somewhere.
Right.
So bitch, if I'm on the Titanic and this motherfucker ain't doing nothing but sinking, where the fuck can you take me? And like, the average female nowadays, I don't think she understands a relationship is to carry you from one point to a higher point. I'm not supposed to be in a relationship and it's taking me down. It's bringing away my energy. It's bringing away my wealth. I'm not getting no benefit out of it, and it's draining. Yeah. So nowadays, again, people don't understand what the true meaning of a relationship is.
Now, let me ask you this. Yes, women can drain us, but do you feel like men can drain women? Because, you know, there's an opposite side.
Hell yeah. And I would say nowadays, like, you do have men that sit in the house all fucking day, piss poor broke, and don't do shit for their female. And I feel like it's crazy, because me personally, like, yeah, bro, it's a such thing as being down for a certain period in time, but you supposed to be a hustler, gang. Get up off of your ass. Go make something shake. You feel me? Like, if you're the nigga driving your woman's car, you get what I'm saying? If you the one sitting inside her crib eating up all the food and shit, like, you're a piece of shit, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, my ex, I feel like I did drain my ex a lot. Mind you, she may have drained me, but I feel like I drained her too. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because it's like, all right, yes, we were together. Maybe you didn't do all the cooking. Maybe she didn't do all the cooking, all the cleaning, and her conversation wasn't up to par. I feel like it was service level, and I feel like we had a flesh connection, and it formed into a trauma bond. So with us having a trauma bond, it was just flesh, and I thought anytime we had sex, it was just super good. But I'm thinking that's feeding me, but it's not, because then we went to Mexico, and I was like, let's just take a few days without sex. And I just was trying to evaluate what it was there, and I really didn't see nothing. But I say I drained her because it was times where I was cheating on her, even if she knew. Because at times I was like, I'm paying all the bills, I'm doing all this, you really not doing nothing for me.
You can't really say anything.
And it was like, I don't want to leave you, but this is what I'm gonna do, because I'm not satisfied where I'm at, so I'm gonna go elsewhere to get what you're not satisfying me in. I'm gonna go over there and get it. Exactly. And she was okay with it, but I knew it was draining her. I knew it was killing her on the inside. So I feel like a lot of women do that too, where they are taken care of, but they're just tolerating a lot of shit just because of transactional. And I feel like if I didn't have money, she wouldn't do that. And she told me that if I didn't have money, she wouldn't have went for none of that shit.
Nah, and I can say vice versa, bro. Like, I would say in the beginning of my career, this is when I very first started social media. It was like a female that really had like put me on, like was like, you should be doing this. You get what I'm saying? You got a face card for it. Why would you not be doing social media? And I would say like I drained Shawty of a lot of her energy, bro. Like I got a crazy ass story where basically like at the time I would say like I'm not gonna fully put anything on me. It's always 50-50 in a relationship, but like I would say I would just put it like this, bro. We were in a good relationship. She would do a lot for me, bro. And I would say it wasn't anything that wasn't copacetic. Like everything was mutual. Anything she did for me was vice versa. And if anything at the time, she might have been doing a lot more for me, and I didn't really understand it. So I could say it's a lot of situations where as a male, sometimes you be so caught in your ways, you can't necessarily see the value of a woman because you're lusting and you're seeing so much different shit. Yeah. So lust is a motherfucker, and it's the downfall of men. We've started wars behind that. You get what I'm saying? It's been a lot of crazy things that's happened behind lust, and that's man's number one sin. You feel me?
Bro.
So I would say like, bro, the story is crazy. So like, man, I could remember at the time we were going through like a little situation and we wasn't so much cool. My partner stays in the same building. Not even my partner. It's my blood cousin. He stays in the same building. So at the time, I told her, I was like, you should not be moving in a building where my cousin stays. This is my time to get away from you. This is where I go for solitude. You feel me? Why would you want to stay there? Neither here nor there, though. At the time, we got into an argument. I wouldn't just sit in her crib if I know I got a space to go, you feel me, get a peace of mind. So I go upstairs to my cousin. Now, making bad decisions is so crazy to say. My cousin like, yeah, twin, let's just go out and get our mind off of the shit.
Know what the fuck that
exactly
means.
This is when lust kicks in, bro. So like I'm like, cool, bro, like I ain't really thinking too much of it or how it's gonna affect the other person. And as males, sometimes we do that a lot, bro. We'll neglect the female's feelings because of our needs and not necessarily think about how it affects the other person.
We just don't think about the opposite person. Exactly.
I go out, we go kick it, we at a lounge. I'm not really thinking too much of it because I'm like, okay, I'm not finna stick my dick in her, you feel me? I'm just going out just to like get a peace of mind, but I didn't think about how it looks on the opposing side, especially because I think that's what a lot of niggas don't think about. Like, if your girl did this game, how would you feel?
Right.
So we going out, we kicking it with two girls, we go to a bar. Now, mind you, the shit's funny, bro. It's my first time drinking with my cousin. Neither one of us drink, bro. They done fucking poured up 4 shots of Don Julio, twin. They ordering shit. We thinking we finna split the tab. Comes to the end of the night. This is when I realize I'm with fucking Jezebels damn near gang. Motherfucker was like, yeah, bro, I left my card at the house. Bitch, you knew you left your car out when you got here, stupid asshole. You knew it wasn't shit in that. So you got cash out, you got Apple Pay? Nah, all of my shit disconnected. For sure. So you just ain't got shit. So you just, how was you gonna put gas in the tank tonight if we didn't come with y'all? So we know when shit cap, but then at the same time, bro, when you're off of alcohol, and this is why I say like being under the influence is something I do in moderation, bro. You don't think in your right mind. We paid for it, cool. Split. Me and my cousin busted $400 tab down the middle, got our food, we go about our way. It's like before things crash out, you can see shit going in the wrong direction. This is why you listen to fucking intuition. If y'all know anything about God or the higher power, whatever the fuck you believe in, when you get that gut feeling, it's telling you something. Listen to it. So my gut feeling was like, this shit's gonna go bad, bro. We get in a car, not even 5 seconds pulling away from the parking lot. Shawty smashes into the side of a person's car, take the rear view, take the side mirror off. Bro gets out the car. He's like, what the fuck? I said, bitch, it's time to go. Me personally, I was a young nigga still at the time. I had just got done like going through my first situation legally, and I'm like, bitch, I'm not going back to jail, ho.
Yeah.
If you don't go, ho.
For sure.
Get the fuck on, bitch. What are you doing? She pulls off, twin, like smashes the gas, rides over a speed bump. We fly 10 feet in the air. At this point, my intuition is like, I'm not dying today. I didn't even really plan on doing none of this shit, but I'm not dying. Bitch, get out the car.
No, facts.
Let me drive. Her friend, I'm telling you, crazy Jezebel fucking energy. It's women that are good women, and there are women that have
are fucking demons.
They're possessed. Oh God.
Facts.
Shawty jumps from behind the seat. So I'm telling her to get out. She's coming around to the passenger. I'm finna go around to the driver. The friend jumps over the back seat into the driver and says, I got this shit. Mind you, before we just left the fucking club, Shawty just said, I'm the most fucked up one here. So why the fuck are we letting you drive? She puts that bitch in drive. The friend says, just let her drive. It's your car. Go ahead. She smashes the gas, pulls off again. We pull up to a gas station. Everything was good for a moment.
Okay. Pulling
into the gas station, smacks the pump, fucking scratches the whole side of the car. Like, the car is fucked at this point.
You lying to me,
brand new. It had to have been like the newest Benz of that year, twin. Like, I'm like, fuck, gang. Like, what's going on, bro? And at this point, my cousin's talking about something. Bro, let's just let him drive us home. I'm like, shut your smacked ass up, because we done both went to hell. We riding on the way to hell with your ass. I say, get the fuck out the car. I'm going to drive. I drive this bitch to the crib. Now we're going to get to the point to where I fuck up with my relationship, because that was the whole entire point of this shit, y'all. As we're going upstairs, I told y'all in the beginning, we stay in the same fucking building.
Did you think it was bold when you first pulled up? Like, this shit bold.
I definitely did, bro.
Okay.
Without a doubt in my mind, I knew I was wrong. But then again, bro, when you're drunk, you're not thinking right. I'm moving off a list. I'm moving with my dick. I'm like, yeah, we got 2 hoes. It's going up. It's lit. Niggas, we go up the fucking elevator. I kid you not, bro. Like, I probably could still go through my phone and find the note, because I got notes from years ago. I had a note in my phone and I showed it to my cousin. I was like, My girl stays on the first floor. You stay on the fourth. Make sure these hoes are quiet as we go up this elevator because the building had no occupancy, bro. Like, they were probably like the only 5 residents in the building. It had just been built.
So if she hears something, she know what it is.
She knows. So, like, nigga, we're going up the elevator. Hoes to my son. Casper, she's so. I look over at them. I look at my cousin, and just like something told me, like, I damn near know this bitch heard that shit. Like,
yeah, you can
like
feel
we're
it.
Passing by her floor, and I'm like, bro, she stays like right by the. Like, she had to have heard that shit. We get upstairs though. At the time, my cousin has a balcony, and we could look down and see the car. The lights on the car was still off. So me just being like a gentleman and shit, I'm like, okay, I'm finna go cut the lights off on the car so the battery don't die. I go downstairs, twin.
No.
For 5 seconds.
No.
I come back upstairs, twin. You know how you could just feel someone
feel
staring at you through your like peripheral, twin? Like you could feel when somebody's staring at you. I'm like, nigga, it's 3 people in this crib. It's my cousin and the 2 females. I see y'all in front of me.
I feel
what
something.
The fuck is over here? I look over, twin. She's sitting on the counter, rocking her feet back and forth. And I'm just like, what the fuck do I say? Like, what do I do?
What did you say?
I froze. It was my first time being fucking drunk, so I think my brain just lagged out. I looked at her and I was like, it's not what it looks like. Because it really wasn't what it looked like. Like, yeah, it kind of was a 2-man, but I had no intentions on fucking, bro. I thought I was so P, bro. I thought I was just the guy. And it's so crazy because, like, she like, come with me. You know, alcohol gives you liquid courage.
Yeah, you like,
I looked at her and I'm like, I'm not coming with you.
You said that?
I did, bro. And for a second, I was like, nah, I'm tripping. So
Yeah,
I went
crashed.
with her. I went with her. She takes me on the elevator and she grabs my fucking ear like a little kid. Liquid courage kicked in again. I said, I left my bag upstairs. I'll be back. No exaggeration. I could have went downstairs and repaired my relationship and actually like fixed it. I took my stupid ass upstairs. I could remember I fucking like the females like, we told her that you wasn't trying to talk to us, that like, you know, we were just kicking it. Like they actually played in my favor, bro. Craziest thing is I crashed and burned the shit. I fucking like laid on the floor, smacked out drunk, locked the door, twin. My girl outside beating on the door. Let me in, fuck nigga. I know you in there with the bitches. Twin. The worst part is, bro, I could have opened the fucking door, gang, and really just like everything could have been smooth, bro. And I just like, I crashed, bro. Like,
oh my god, bro.
I crashed, twin.
Wait.
I crashed, bro.
You locked the door.
I locked the door, bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. Fast forward to now, do you wish that wouldn't have happened and you still went with her?
I feel like everything happened for a fucking reason. I'm gonna be honest. At the time, I didn't have no type of emotional intelligence, nor was I like as mature as I am now. I really don't even think I gave a fuck. But like moving forward in life, you like realize like what you lost after it's gone. And I was like, damn, I had a real genuine stay down female that was like, at the time she had more finances than me because like I was working a regular job. She was lit on social media. She was actually like seeing entrepreneurial funds, and I was like stuck in the rat trap of a 9-to-5. And it was so crazy to say like she didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So to see a person like actually like, now that I know how it feels to have a position and fuck with somebody that doesn't have as much as you, I'm like, damn, bro, I really had it good. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't value the shit, and honestly, I lost it for all the right reasons. It taught me how to actually value women and actually appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the small things, because now that I see how it feels to be the breadwinner and encounter a lot of people that want so much from you without anything in return, it's like, damn, gang.
And you know what's crazy? And I went through damn near really, did I go through something worse than that? I think I did. I was working a job. I was working in Mercedes. I was like 21. I was working in Mercedes. I was a service advisor. I was doing like $150,000 a year at the time. And my girlfriend, Fabi, we were together for about a year and a half. So it was great. Like we lived together, bro.
Yeah.
When I went to work, I was so excited to come home and be with her. Like every fucking day. Excuse me, man. I burp a little bit. But every fucking day, I was so excited to go home to her. Yeah. I was like, that was the highlight of my fucking day. Never had a relationship like this in my life. Like, cook for me every day. Sex phenomenal.
It was everything.
Sexy voice. It was everything. Like, to this day, I still have not found that checked off every board. Like, that shit was everything to me. Bro, but it got to a point, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck I did. But it got to a point in our relationship, I think I didn't even fuck nobody else. But I think I was texting a girl or something like that. She went through my phone, saw me, because I started to get a little buzz. Like I started buzzing a little bit. She saw a girl texting, like it was different intention. All the females that I wanted to have sex with before I blew up and couldn't, Now they in
They
my
coming
DMs.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the spin
coming.
around
They
is
spinning.
crazy.
And I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. So anyway, that started happening. And it got caught up like 3-4 times. Anyway, so one time she came home. She got like off after me. She came in the crib and I had her phone in my hand. I was looking at like a video or some shit. And it had popped up. The contact said Rain. And he loved the message. And I was like, who the fuck is Rain? Why the fuck is he loving the message? So I clicked the message. The whole fucking thread's wiped. The thread is wiped. It gets more fucked up. Because I'm like, who the fuck is Rain? At this time, I'm like, who is that? I don't know who this is at all. So of course, she's playing it to the left. Fast forward, I find out it's her ex. So that I crashed out that day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I absolutely crashed the fuck out.
What
like,
you do?
I crashed the fuck out. It was bad. Like, I didn't hit her or no shit like that.
So
But
I
like, bro,
crashed the fuck out.
I blacked out. I was like, I was pissed with her. Like, we was deep fried after that, like cooked.
Really?
So she ended up getting all her stuff. She left. Then fast forward, I was like, who the fuck is Rain? So now after that, she has a kid with this nigga. They're together, and she only lives like in the area. But
Fuck, so you sold the bag and your bag went to...
And now she has a kid. So it's kind of like, and that also happened with Jessica too. Like, you know, Jessica the prankster. Me and her, but I think me and Jess, our biggest thing was she, at the time, like her mom was real protective. So she had like a curfew. She had to like kind of sneak to my high rise. She had to sneak to the apartment to see me. And then she had to leave at 7 o'clock. She had to leave her phone with her friend.
Make stuff hard, bro.
Yeah, she had to leave her phone with her friend. It was at the school after doing paintings and shit. And she was fake texting her mom and shit. And it got weird. I'm like, bro, my girl can never spend the night. She got to leave at 7 p.m. Her mom don't even let me really see her. It was
You loved
crazy.
her, but it was conflicting.
It was very conflicting. But now look, fast forward. She married. She got a kid. And I just feel like that'd be I'm like, damn, okay. Sometimes I'm like, should I have like just waited?
Yeah.
But then again, like you said, I feel like everything happens for a reason.
does.
But it seems like every female that I've dealt with that I really fucked with ended up getting pregnant and being in a relationship with somebody.
I feel like in life, bro, relationships are so strange because you either meet a person as a lesson or a blessing. So it's one of those situations where you might encounter a person and think it's forever, and it might just be for the moment, but it teaches you so much during that moment. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to meet certain relationships where, yeah, you might end up being with this person for the long run, but a lot of times I feel like you have to be able to see the fine line between the two, and a lot of people don't understand that, and they get stuck on shit. So
yeah. Do you feel like at our age where we have money, do you feel like for a man to be locked in, does he need a relationship, or is it more better for him to just be on his own doing what he do?
I feel like it could go 50-50 either way, because it's certain relationships that I know people probably think from like the last video, like, damn, bro, you can't be in a relationship at all. It's not necessarily true, but a relationship has to be beneficial. It has to be both of y'all motivating each other towards y'all goals and y'all dreams. It can't be a person that's sitting around watching you live your dreams and trying to eat off of you. I feel like nowadays, you do have some women that come prepackaged, and then you have some women that use you as their ticket out.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know I asked you earlier, like, how do you determine if you're being used or not? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you can. I don't think there's ever a way that you can really be like, nah, she fuck with me for real. Because you got to think it's very easy to sell an image. It's very easy to play my face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you always walking in the blind, and it's super, super hard. That's why I say a lot of times people see our lives and they think this shit great. But it's like, well, my life is actually more confusing than yours. Just because you got to think, when I didn't have money, if a girl was fucking with me,
it was simple, bro.
When I didn't have money and a girl was fucking with me, it was simply because she wanted to fuck with me.
Exactly.
It was nothing else.
There's no strings attached.
There was no strings attached. She was fucking me just because she liked me. It wasn't because I could do nothing for her, because I have nothing for you. So I know you only fuck with me because you like me. Now it's so many variables.
It changes a lot. So I kind of told you how when I was in my relationship, twin, I was the one with less finances. So I feel like my question for you is like, can a woman fully respect a man that makes less?
No.
Explain.
Not nowadays. Back in the day, maybe. But I'm gonna say no, just because of the fact of which she like, nigga, I got the power. How can she feel like you're masculine? How can she feel like you wear the pants if she making the money? Because you can't hold no money over here. She like, nigga, I'm the reason you staying at this crib. If it wasn't for me, I got this. So really, she played a role. But guess what? The reason it can work is if the nigga is okay playing that role as like I'm behind the scenes. Like, my girl get the money, but I'm cleaning. That's where, as a man, you gonna be the one cleaning, cooking, and doing all this shit like that. Now you the woman, essentially. But if that works for your relationship, then it is what it is. But can she respect you? No. And to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of women with money, they run into that problem, because a lot of women I deal with have money and they say, these men just be so, they come around me and they just want me to take care of them. It's just like they want the game. They want to get motivated. So, they want all that.
Is dating harder for men without money?
I would love to say, I would love to tell you if you don't have money, you shouldn't date, but that's not fair.
I feel like it is harder though, because to an extent, bro, if you're structuring your relationship around not having finances, bro, like she can easily be swept away, bro. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's harder because now you kind of know if she really fuck with you for real. But then again, bro, like.
But look at it like this. I don't want a woman that can be swept away.
Yeah.
If you give me signs that you can be swept away, I don't need you.
Exactly.
I want to test that. So I'd rather not have money.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have money because then I know, she fuck with me for me, gang. It's not no money that's going to come across your face that's going to make you move. If you get around another nigga that got some money and it make you move, you was never for me and it show your true character, show who you really are. You can be bought. So that means even if I have money, another nigga always going to have more money. So guess what? She still can be bought.
Yeah.
That nigga say, you rented a yacht in Miami, that nigga own a yacht. It's always levels, and I think niggas forget that there's levels. I know it's levels. Like, nigga, I'm broke. When it comes to levels, I'm broke. With somebody else, I'm wealthy as fuck. Exactly. But guess what? The higher you go, the more you can see.
Facts. Perspective is everything.
Perspective is everything. The higher you go, the more you can see, which means, okay, I'm up here making the type of money I'm making. I'm dealing with niggas and talking to partners and shit to say, yeah, man, I got a friend out in Dubai. He has a Boeing 747.
Yeah.
Which is the full.
I know, it's the crazy ass yacht.
No, nigga, a Boeing 747 is a plane.
Oh,
it's the one Delta. It's a Delta size plane, but it's a private jet.
It's the full size.
He has it private for a horse. He says he flies the horse from Dubai.
You told me about
I will never forget it. He said he flies his horse from Dubai to his own personal fucking ranch in Kentucky when the horse gets stressed. And the horse, they said when the plane lands, they pull out a red carpet. And somebody told me this. They were standing over there. And it was like, yeah, I was waiting on the person. I was like, who finna get out of there? They roll a horse out. And they're like, well, where the people gonna go? They said, oh, no, that's just for him. Wealth it's different levels of wealth, bro. So you got to find that. You got to be like, okay, I'm content right here. Because if you don't find contentment, you're going to live a whole life of chasing money till you die.
We had a conversation about that shit before too, because we was like, bro, like certain niggas be talking like, yeah, I want to be like a billionaire. No, the fuck you don't. Your quality of life is like so shitty because now your life is fully indebted to money and finances. Like you can't make mistakes.
And here's the thing:
places.
What's the difference? What can I not buy with 100 million that I can with $1 billion? What can I not buy?
Yeah, it's like at that point, it's like the unlimited. I don't know if I necessarily want that, bro.
Well, think about it like this. I don't want unlimited money and I don't want to be a billionaire because I've never kept playing a video game after I beat it.
Facts.
It gets boring.
The game does get boring.
It gets boring. Then you're just like running a trap. You're just doing the same shit over and over.
If you could buy everything, I feel like it does change your quality of life a lot.
There has to be certain things you're like, damn, I can't wait to get this because it keeps the excitement. Think about living a life with nothing to look forward to. I love being able to look forward to shit. When you get unlimited money, you get $1 billion, you have nothing to look forward to.
Plus, I feel like at that point, again, like your values change and you become very fucking materialistic because it's like, shit, bro, once you get like, it's cool to have money. It's cool to have like I could shit money. Yeah. But once it's like, you could pull that shit just out of any fucking where and thin air and shit, again, bro, people don't value you the same way. You get what I'm saying? You'll never be able to trust anybody. You'll never be able to kick it with people. You can't go to regular places like imagine Elon Musk. He can never go to a fucking club.
Yeah, I think it's miserable.
Yeah,
I think it's very miserable.
That for myself,
but truth be told, bro, the way we're living, I'm like, bro, honestly and truly, I'm good where I'm at. I don't look at nobody else's life like, damn, I want that. Feel me?
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to create the like best version of your life that you never want to walk away from. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, life is not about comparison. It's about creating a dream in reality. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people get on Instagram and they just see what somebody else got. They looking at somebody else's highlight reel and comparing it to their real life. You can't do that because I feel like I say this all the time. You can't look at somebody's chapter 5 and compare it to your chapter 1.
And I think a lot of people don't understand too, like the internet is like a very crazy place to be because what you don't understand is it makes it look like it's majority of the world when in actuality, most people are consumers. It's only like 1% of the world creating shit. So these people that you're watching, like driving Lamborghinis, having a horse coming off of their Boeing and shit, it's more people in poverty. So I think a lot of people, like the fact that they are now subjected to watching other people's lives, the comparison is so crazy because niggas feel like they're behind when in reality, like your neighbor is living the same life as you.
Exactly.
Your whole community is living the same life.
All you gotta do is find a life that's happy for you. Whatever works for you is what you gotta stick to. You feel me?
Definitely. I would say, twin, like Me personally, I done been in like a lot of situations when it comes to women. I feel like a lot of women feel like we're like, once you get like a type of money, or you get what I'm saying, or once you reach like a certain level, they feel like we're controlling. So I think my question to you, like going back into the woman topic, is like, what is the difference between being protective versus controlling?
I don't think there's much of a difference. I think it's perspective. Because you got to think, me being protective and controlling can be saying, babe, don't go that. Babe, don't wear this. That can be looked at as controlling or protective.
You're not lying.
That depends on your relationship. So I don't think it's a difference. I just think you got to find a woman that actually likes how you talk to her. You got to find a woman that likes that. Yeah. You can't see, if she's a hoe, she's going to take you as controlling. But if it's a woman, she's going to think you're protecting.
You're not lying. So, I mean, shit, with that being said, like, I feel like a lot of women say like they want a leader. Do you feel like that's necessarily true then, if that's the case? You get what I'm saying? Because in some situations, like, women say they want a leader, but then when you do stuff like that, twin, they feel like you're controlling.
Well, it's the same thing if I said to you, you want a feminine woman, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. A woman says she want a masculine man. A masculine man means a leader. And I don't think a leader in the sense of telling you what to do, but just your energy. When she with you, well, a woman loves to feel like she lost her brain. Like if you can get a woman to a point when she with you, she feel like she don't need her brain no more. You got her. She feels safe with you. That's the biggest thing. And you got to think how much you value a woman when you know she feels safe with you. It make you feel like more of a man. You're like, no, she knows she good with me.
You're not lying.
She not having to think. Her brain not working when she with me. All she got to do is she just don't know what's going on. She don't know where we at. She's on her phone.
So are masculine women and feminine men like ruining relationships?
Fuck yeah, bro. How you feel about that? I
really don't like bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I like a soft woman. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to like the women that like have aggression, you get what I'm saying? Cause like, bro, I've dealt with a lot of aggressive fucking women. Like, bro, I don't even want to lead you. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, I like, damn, it's like talking to one of the bros. You hard head, you get what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily to say I want a bitch that's just easily manipulated, but it's to the extent of where it's like, damn, bro, me being a male is fucking hard when everything I say has to be rebuttal. Everything I say has to be back and forth. Like, women say they want a leader, but don't want to be fucking led.
Don't want to be led.
I can't understand that shit.
Yeah, and I hate a woman to be like, you don't know how to handle me? Bitch, I don't want to have to handle you. What the hell? You're not my kid. I'm not gonna, you're not a dog. I don't want to have to handle your damn self. You a grown woman. And I think a lot of women get to a point where they're grown as hell and they feel like a nigga just supposed to come tame them or deal. I'm not fucking dealing with your attitudes and your aggression for no reason.
And I feel like that's why a lot of men are scared to lead. Like, you get what I'm saying? To an extent, like, okay, cool,
I think that's a confidence problem. I'm never scared to lead no matter the woman.
I'm not.
I don't care how aggressive you are.
I feel like, again, we do encounter certain men that are in relationships where the woman is running the whole entire relationship.
Yeah.
And it's because he's dealing with a masculine woman.
And they running it right into hell. Because I'm going to be honest, women are emotional creatures. So they make decisions based off how they feel at the moment.
Most definitely.
I think we're logical thinkers. Like me, I'm going to think like, okay, we're not going to do
how
this
does
because
affect me?
How does it affect us? How does it affect me? We're not going to do X, Y, and Z because
we don't try to necessarily think in the moment. We try to think about the future. Now, like I said, I had a conversation when inside the last video, we was telling people, it was like, as a woman, if she feels like it's the right thing to do in the time, it will be done. As a man, we progressively think 10 steps ahead, or at least try to. So if I see any type of conflict with how this affects my future, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't blame women for that because that's how they are in nature.
Yeah.
In nature, they are emotional. They're meant to be that's there. They're always going to be emotional. So I'm not mad at you for being emotional. But I have to understand, baby, listen, maybe you making the decisions isn't right. And what I think a lot of men and what I really had to learn is how to talk to women. How we can just talk and be very blunt and transparent with a woman, you got to really soften it down. You got to learn. And that's something I'm still learning.
That shit too, bro. Because like I said, I could say like in one of my most recent relationships, I have a issue with watching my tone. Because like as a male, sometimes I would say like I do feel anger, I do feel aggression, but I have to understand that again, a woman is an emotional creature. There's certain ways you could talk to them. There's certain ways you could deal with them. And as a male, I feel like a lot of us have to learn how to be able to deal with women correctly and understand that you can't deal with a woman the same way you talk to your bros. You can't you have to be able to tone that shit down and meet them at a ground level to where it makes sense so they could actually understand you.
You got to talk to them like a baby.
Yeah.
Women want to be talked to like they're babies. They want to be treated like babies. And I hate to say it, bro, but it's real shit. If you get to a point where a woman, you just talk to her like a baby, treat her like a baby. Whenever she do something, and the one thing I notice about a woman, a lot of times we get irritated if she's not getting what I'm telling her to do. She's like doing it her own way. She's starting to panic. But it's like, okay, I need to change my tone. I need to be overly patient because this is a baby.
You're not fucking
real
lying,
shit.
bro.
It's
You're
like,
not
because
lying.
most times it's like, fuck, didn't you? I just told you what to do.
God fucking damn it. Oh God.
But I can't do that.
And then it's so crazy because like I feel like women go into like flight mode. They don't have really much of
survival
fight mode. Yeah, so they go into flight mode, and I ain't gonna lie, like that's why we push a lot of women away too, bro.
Bro, I feel like I pushed a lot of women away, and I feel like a lot of times I think men say, "Man, I got a lot of money. I'll find another one." Yeah, but the quality's not gonna be as good no more.
Yeah, and the quality it seems like it gets lesser as you keep on progressing, bro. So it seems like now, like what you would have settled for back then is gonna be way harder to settle in the future because now, as you reach like certain levels and certain peaks in your life, we said, bro, it's harder to actually meet a quality female. Like I feel like again, like in the last podcast, motherfuckers thought we was just shitting on women in general. No, bro. But at the standpoint that I've reached in life, I've passed a lot of good women, and I've reached a point to where now the quality of women that's around me are around me for different reasons. You get what I'm saying? And I seen something that Andrew Tate said. Andrew Tate was like, yeah, bro. A broke person can't understand how a rich person has some of the baddest females, but it's circumstance. When you're broke, you're not going to the fanciest clubs. You're not going to gentlemen's clubs. You're not eating at certain types of places. You're not doing certain types of things. But then again, when you enter those certain doors, the type of women you encounter have certain wants, certain needs, and you're subjected to that shit.
And you know
now.
what's crazy? Now that you got 200,000 followers on Instagram, you got to think, when you had 30,000 followers on Instagram, you probably wouldn't DMing a girl with 300,000-400,000.
No, because it probably wouldn't even been a fucking response. So
exactly.
Like,
then when you get 200, you look at the hub. If a bitch got 150, you like, what is that?
So any male out there, bro, when you get clout, bro, like really pace yourself. Because what I can say is, bro, the full turnaround can be very overwhelming. I could say going from like being a person in high school, like it wasn't like you wasn't having hoes, you wasn't dealing with bad females. It wasn't like you didn't have that, but it's like the shit amplifies once people see that you have a social status and you could be a ticket. Motherfuckers start looking at you like the Willy Wonka, like the golden ticket from
telling you.
You feel me? So it's like I feel like a lot of people don't understand that it's so hard to choose, bro. And it's not to necessarily say that I want everything, but then again, you're trying to pick out the perfect person, gang. Yep. You don't know the flavor of the Kool-Aid till you test it. So I feel like a lot of women will look at us and be like, damn, you're a hoe. And it's not necessarily that. It's just that I've reached a point in my life where I want what I want, and it's not around.
And it'd be so hard because me and you both have dealt with so many women. It's like, okay, I've dealt with hundreds or thousands of women. So it's like at that point, I've seen good pieces of her. It's like I've seen so many good pieces. Out of every woman I dealt with, they all had at least one good piece. So now I'm looking for, out of 1,000 women, I'm looking for one woman that has every piece right because I've dealt with so many different ones. So now it gets hard to pick one when you got so many.
And it's hard too because it's
that nigga Future said that hard to choose one.
I said it's hard too because I feel like, bro, like we looking for equality, but we're in a world where it's about convenience. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right.
Like I want equal value, but nowadays it's about convenience. So I feel like, in your opinion, Twin, do you feel like women choose equality or convenience? Like, does a woman want somebody with equal value, or do they want somebody that, again, like they could benefit off of?
Well, you got to think. Woman's always gonna say she's gonna date up. Yeah. Men date down. We'll date younger. We'll date dumber, and we'll date broker. Yep. A woman will not. They don't want younger, they don't want broker, and they damn sure don't want dumber. They're going to say, I want a man I can learn something from. I want a man that has more money than me, and I want an older man. But a man, we're complete opposite. So, it's always convenience. And
then, like, going back to the topic of how I said, like, women will call us hoes for, like, you get what I'm saying, trying to figure out what we want because we've reached a certain status to where it's so hard to tell. So,
I'm going to be honest. I don't think a man can be a hoe. I think I can be a hoe maker.
That's a crazy standpoint. I could kind of fuck with that, though. So, nowadays, when we get labeled toxic for having fucking standards, bro.
No, you got to think. I think women are, ladies, I love y'all so much, but I got to keep it a bean with you. I feel like when you say something, when you check a female, you sassy.
That shit irritates me too, bro. Cause like niggas get called sassy for anything now. I'm sassy for wearing a seatbelt. Damn, I gotta fly out the fucking windshield to be a man. Like, nigga can't do nothing to it. Like, I don't like the whole sassy topic because it's become a situation where now I can't have an opinion. Me having an opinion makes me sassy. And that's fucking crazy to me, bro, because like I said, bro, the standard is so weird now because basic things that you do as a human being, now it's like you're sassy.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That shit's weird to me, bro.
But I think, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna ask you this. Do you like toxicity?
I feel like I'm young, so I'm still like.
Do you like toxicity?
I'm in a weird stage, bro. Like I be like, damn, bro. Like I don't like arguing, but then again, bro, like you feel me? Like
I love that shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm in a stage where I've dealt with somebody and it was super peaceful, and I was so bored. I was like, man, there ain't no excitement around this motherfucker, man.
It's not like I want to argue with you every day, but I don't necessarily want I don't want a dumbass per se, because I feel like when the relationship is so easy, it's because she's going for any and everything.
Yeah,
you don't have a mind of your own.
It's for convenience.
Your mind is my mind.
But I think women are a lot smarter than we think.
Definitely, bro.
They play dumb. They know exactly what's going on. They know how to play the role.
And it's so crazy to say, like, I feel like that's why people be like, women are better cheaters. I wouldn't say they're better because they have emotional attachment involved in everything they fucking do. So you can't cheat without falling in love. That's one thing. See, I hate to say it, a male can go stick his dick in 30 things and be like, that was cool. On to the next. Now, female, you might be able to do 30, but somewhere in between, maybe at 15, maybe at 2, 3, you're gonna be like, damn, bro.
I love this nigga.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Out of all your buddies, what percentage do you remember their names?
I don't fucking know, bro.
I said if I sit down and try, I can name 10.
I could name the ones I actually cared about.
I can name 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
That's so wicked to me, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, man. It gets to a point where I think, do what the fuck you want. Like 25 is a weird spot.
You only got one life to live, bro.
We're just in a weird spot. You feel me? So it's like living one life. I say all the time, bro. You only get one life, but if you do it right, once is enough.
Yeah, and we all just trying to figure it out. So that's why I don't necessarily fault anybody for the decisions they make or how they carry themselves and shit like that. I'm learning to be more patient with people because we're all human beings just trying to figure out how this life shit works, and none of us understand this shit.
And this is our first time here. This is everybody's first time here.
Literally.
You gotta understand that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing about life is just keep learning. The more you learn, the more you earn. You get to drop the L at some point.
Can you turn a party girl into a wife?
Fuck no.
Why, bro?
I mean,
I don't think you can, but I just want to hear why. Like, what's your standpoint?
I tried that.
Really?
Yes. And what happens when you try to turn a party girl?
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, guys.
You can't, because you got to think, it's like, all right, bitch, I know I got you at the club, but just stay right here. Stay in the house for me. Please, baby, please.
You
the
can't
second
change
y'all
her
fall
lifestyle,
out,
bro.
The second y'all fall out,
she's back.
She right in that club, and you like, bitch.
I told you about this. I told you stop this.
Stay about that. And then you trying to tell every reason. Them niggas on there trying to fuck you. You want to fuck them? Them niggas only want some pussy. You gonna get it puss up?
Hey, it's so funny though, because I mean it's the same shit for males too. I feel like females be trying to find like ain't shit niggas and turn them into like the perfect guy game. Whatever you make.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
That's usually what
I'm gonna be honest, I ain't shit. Don't try to turn me. I want a woman that accept me for who I am. How about that? I want a woman that know I ain't shit and bring me friends so I can be shit. I ain't gonna lie. I will marry a woman that understands I ain't shit. And she okay with it. My girl almost gotta like girls. Not almost. The only way I'm gonna have a relationship that's gonna truly work right now is if she likes girls. And when I fuck another girl, she gotta get pleasure out of it. She gotta be like, oh, she can't get jealous if I fuck around and just bust off in her. If I bust off in your friend, you can't get mad at me for it. Don't be saying, well, I told you to nut at me. Well, you give me the pussy. You give me the option to nut at who I want.
Nut at me. So look. Are relationships dead in the social media era though, twin? Like, I mean, shit. Cause nowadays we got OnlyFans females. A lot of females are club and party goers. You know what's crazy? You got females that are out this bitch selling twat. You got
what's crazy? I almost cuffed the OnlyFans girl, but she played with herself though, so it was cool.
Yeah,
I almost
the solo shit.
I loved her. Like she was crazy than
but I just
dog
feel
shit.
like it's
Isha Mae. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Nigga, they don't know Issa May. Good God.
I just feel like it's fucking hard, bro, nowadays with the social media era because again, like people are building their fucking relationship values based off of what they see on social media, and it's so fucking unrealistic. Like again, we talk about the highlight reel and shit. Like I think a lot of people don't understand. Like y'all niggas love De'Ara and Ken, and they was cheating on each other behind the scenes. So like what you see as what your relationship should be, it's not necessarily realistic.
And you know what's crazy when you talk about De'Ara and Ken, like Ken girl, Juju. Me and Juju was real tight. Well, we like used to talk a little bit. Like we used to go on dinner and shit. We never had sex and nothing like that, but I really was fucking with her. And one time she told me she had an ex and it was Ken and shit. They was together for like 4 years prior to that. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. And we was at dinner when she talking about this shit. Then when they pop up on Instagram together, that shit hurt my damn feelings.
That's realistic.
And now I think he had her block me on Instagram because I can't find her shit no more.
Yeah, he used to do shit like that.
But I do shit like that.
I do too, bro. So
that bitch.
I'm not gonna act like I'm just the tenderest guy in the world, but for the right bit, you feel me? You gonna turn to a KFC tender, bro.
I'm talking about, hey, block that nigga. Who they calling your phone? Bro, all that.
It's a fucking saying that nice guys finish last, bro. Why do you feel like that's the standpoint? Because it's so crazy. Because women be like, I want a genuine guy. I want a guy that's so nice and so sweet. Yeah, and then you treat him like a bitch and you step on his toes. So it's like you have to have the 50-50.
You know what's crazy, bullshit ass nigga?
What?
You used to be a nice guy, and I used to be so mad at you for it.
I feel like I went through the portion of where I realized, like, again, the nice guys do finish.
Remember the Lexia Will shit in Miami?
Yeah, bro. You could be taking them.
No, tell them what happened in Miami with Lexia Will.
What happened?
Nigga, you know what happened. Do I have to tell it my way?
Tell it your way. Cause I'm like, what happened?
So boom, it was girl. It's Lexia Will. Love you, Lexi, but it is what it is. Boom. Me and my girl, Yay, at the time. Mm-hmm. We went to Miami. You remember we all drove down to Miami, flew however we got there. Cool. Then you picked up Lexi. We went to the B&B. Cool. Then Yay ass, little freaky bisexual motherfucker. She grabs Lexi. I don't know what the fuck. I think they was flirting and they was drunk on some shit. Then she grabs Lexi. They started doing what they're doing. I don't know what they did. I was drunk. But all I know is somehow my wee ended up in the girl you was there with.
And then, well, she didn't come for me, nigga. She came for y'all.
Oh. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I didn't go pick her up.
Then what the fuck did she try to do after we was done?
Y'all picked her up and then you sent her in there.
Didn't we fuck her and she tried to come in the room with you?
I thought she said she got sent in the room.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, man. But all I can say is, bro, like, she came in the room and realistically, bro, I think at the time, you got to think about it. That was like beginning of a Clout stage. Like, I hadn't reached a peak, so I hadn't seen the crazy. Levels. Yeah, I hadn't seen the crazy levels and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for you, little dumb ass bitch. You just got beaten, sent into my room, man. Go lay your stupid ass down, man.
Yeah, what'd you tell her? Did you tell her that?
Yeah.
You said, go lay down.
Go lay down, bro. You're fucking retarded, bro. But like, moving forward, I'm gonna honestly say, like, now I don't feel that way. Like, like after you experience certain shit, your perspective completely changes.
But I ain't gonna lie, I think at the time you didn't see what I saw. So you looked at it maybe like I was an ain't shit nigga, I'm a fuck nigga partner. And I get it because you didn't see what I saw. But now you see what I see. Like, you're like, bitch, I don't care what you do.
Fucking bird brain ass bitch.
Go off.
So like, yeah, bro, nice guys do finish fucking last. And I can say I experienced that shit. And I would say, like, if you're the nice guy, bro, like, I'm not saying don't be nice. Like, buy your girl flowers, take her out, treat her nice. But a lot of times what y'all gotta understand is you gotta watch who the fuck you treat.
Let me ask you this. Now that you getting money at a different level and shit, do you do the same thing I do? Like, let's say you know a girl ain't never experienced no money and you know she just got a relationship. Do you do some shit where you overly splurge on her? Like just for ego boost? Do you do that?
I feel like we all try to pet our ego in some shape, way, or form. Like,
what's your way, bro?
As a male, bro, like, shit, bro, same way every other nigga do. Like, shit, I can't say I'm a trick, but like, you know, if I want it, I might buy it.
What you gonna spend though?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Most I ever spent, like, just on a date. It's just a date. It's not going to go buy bags. And it's like, I'll spend $500 plus on a date if it's like.
You ever spent that and not fuck?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm there. I ain't trying to say like you're inclined to, but I spent $500. Not gonna lie to you.
She hit you. She said she on her period, brother. It's time of the month.
I'm a player, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like in situations like that, go home. It's okay. I'll go about my way and go fuck something else. But I'm gonna spin back around and remind
I gotta
you.
come collect.
I'm gonna remind you about the debt that you're indebted to. So I don't, bro. Like I said, bro. I'm trying to step away from a lot of stages that a nigga be going through because I'm starting to go through emotional intelligence and I'm starting to realize like we are getting older and the stage that I'm living in right now can't be for forever. And I went through a very pivotal point in my life in the last year with how I feel about women. You get what I'm saying? And I could say that now I'm starting to understand, again, there are two different types of women. Not all women are hoes. Not all women are bitches. You have females that have morals. You have females that have standards. I've met females that can reciprocate the things that you want. But if you ain't that motherfucker, I'm going to treat you like what you are.
Exactly right. Nah, I'm gonna place you wherever you at. And that goes down to your Instagram. A lot of women, they like, oh, it's just Instagram. I can post how I want. You got to think, if I see your Instagram, if I come to your gram and I see anything that makes me want to lust over you, now that's obviously my objective when I DM you. When I DM you, I'm thinking about, I want to fuck. So I'm going to do anything I can to do that.
So like what we're going through, do you feel like it's possible to be loyal in a generation full of options?
I'm going to be honest. For me.
Holy shit. What you going to say, bud?
I'm going to be thoroughly transparent. I've never been loyal.
I have. A few times. Even most recently. But I could say, like, I could get where you coming from because I've been in a situation where it's like.
When I say I've never been loyal, that means I wasn't DMing nobody. I'm not saying I've had relationships where I wasn't having sex with nobody else. But I've
got to a point where, like, I could say, like, I haven't cared, bro.
What did she do to get you there?
It was the value. I would say again, bro, I feel like a lot of times we don't encounter value, but when you meet that motherfucker, like, you can put it to the side. Like,
you know what's crazy? Like with Bree, I ain't gonna lie, Bree, the only woman I ever fucked with, or when I'm fucking with her, I don't be thinking about other women. Like
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
I have.
And I could say, like, it takes the right person, bro, to really take that side away from you because, again, we're going through a situation we're encountering lust at an all-time high. And especially it's amplified for people like us because, again, bro, when you have some type of social status, bro, the things that were limited before it becomes
wide open,
easy accessible. So I would say it takes a lot, bro. But I've encountered females where I'm like, damn, gang, the time that I spend with you, I cherish it. You feel me? I wouldn't want to jeopardize it. And I feel like if you value it enough, you can. Yeah,
and one thing I'm really big on now is communication. I love, like, a easiest way for a woman to, I ain't gonna lie, she want me to get easy, have some good conversation. Man, if she got some good conversation, I'm easy.
We just said that shit the other day. We like, bro, if I gotta ride in the car with you and I gotta cut music on, I really don't fuck with you, bro.
I don't fuck with you. But if you get me to a point where your conversation just flowing, you know how to talk, I'm like, oh my God, I'm finna wear this little shit out.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like, again, bro, like, you could build soul ties in different ways. Like, see, nowadays, bro, our generation builds soul ties through sexual connection. And a lot of people don't understand that you cannot just be fucked physically, but mentally.
Yeah, but if you fuck mentally, it's harder.
It's harder.
It's
exactly,
way
bro.
more aggressive.
Because, see, it's easy for me to meet another squirter. It's easy for me to meet another creamer. But it's hard to meet a motherfucker that could pick my brain and actually, like, make me think about shit.
And I love when women ask me questions. Like, ask me real questions. They sit down like, how do you feel about this? What do you think? I love shit like that.
Definitely.
And I just learned that. I learned that. Because a lot of women just bird brains and
they have no substance, bro.
It's no substance. So I love substance. If a woman has substance, she has me. But y'all, listen, man. This podcast, Mindset Over Money. This shit is so fun.
This shit is fun.
Like, it don't feel like work. I don't know how long we've been talking, but we can talk for a long ass time.
Definitely.
This shit is super fun. We got to come up with a schedule. We don't know exactly, like, we don't know. We'll come up with the day.
We're going to be dropping these bitches very consistently, y'all. This shit going to be like a TV show. So
for sure.
Cut them post notifications on and, tune in, man.
Look, like I tell y'all all the time, man. We'll see y'all at the top because the bottom is too crowded.